Hey guys, so this is my third time making this video. I'm gonna be saying it again. I am out of phone storage again. So every time I try and film a video when I don't have enough memory, it doesn't save. I shouldn't have tried it the second time. I should have just hopped right on here on my webcam and done it this way. Okay, so this video, I will say again, is a little bit, let me take these off so I'm not reflecting, a little bit different than my usual ones. I just want to share that what's been coming through for me a lot right now is how life is a dream and what we perceive as reality is just a play being played out, and we are the players in the game, and so we can change how that game looks. We can change what our players do. We can change the entire face of our reality, our perceived reality. In me and in you and in everyone is God. And we are able to change our perceived universe because we are the universe. And it is this mind-blowingly fantastic notion and truth. And we can literally bring anything that we want into our perception, into our world. We can manifest that. And when you realize this, it's like the world becomes your oyster. And you start to think on the things that you have not manifested and why. And so I want to share how all my life I've considered myself a writer, but I have not considered myself an author. And even though I've started a million books and I've written a million poems, I have to look at the reasons why I haven't pulled the trigger on that. I have finished a book probably around a year ago now, maybe even more. And I have all the illustrations in. I have everything I need. I did send it to a publisher. But I think I was in a mental space of self-doubt at that time. And I'm realizing why I haven't just put it together and finished the publishing stems from a lot of things. And it all boils down to self-doubt. For example, when I question myself on why, I think what arises for me, what had arisen for me, are thoughts like, because this is an ethical vegan children's book. Things like, okay, so I imagine one or two of my friends may purchase this just to support, that I wrote something, but they're non-vegans. What will they think of my sort of non-mainstream perspective here? What will they think of me? What if no one likes it? What if the writing ends up being kind of bad and they're like, child, you shouldn't be writing, Things like, I really I can't get this verse to work. So instead of just like letting it be and letting it go, like, oh, maybe I should rework for like 3 years, and I'm done with all of that. I'm done with it. I do not care if someone thinks it was poorly written. There have been, take me in The Great Gatsby. I love that era. I love classic books. I know The Great Gatsby is a great American novel, but I think it really wasn't that great, your work is not going to be for everybody. Your painting is not going to be for everybody. Your YouTube channel isn't going to be for everybody, and that's okay. It will go to the people it's meant for. And so we have to learn to let go a little bit, especially in well, I know I want this in the universe, but I don't know how to make that happen. So instead of giving ourselves permission to ask for what we want, putting it out there that this is what I need, this is what I want, and then letting the universe and the law of attraction take care of how it comes back to you, we just simmer on, well, I can't control it, so I'm not going to ask for it, right? And this is something that I think we all do, myself included. And I'm just realizing I can create anything, and it is awesome. It is so exciting. And yeah, so today I did this on camera on my last video, but it didn't take. I wrote myself out a check. Now, if you want the $1 million book deal and you want to be a New York Times bestseller, do that. You know, write that out. I did not write that out, not because I don't think it's attainable, because if you believe it, you can attain it. But because that's not what I'm looking for from this book. Now, to be fair, I do need some aspect of financial sustainability. But for this book, it's more the message I want to get out. And so I'm not asking for a lot of money here. I kind of even calculated, like, if I get this much money, how many books does that mean it's sold? How many people own this book? How many kids are reading this book? So I'm asking for $8,000. And that can be maybe a company sees, oh, hey, this is getting good reviews. This resonates with our, our ethics of our company or whatever. We're going to buy this book. Here is $8,000 as an advance. Or it can be a steady stream over several years that comes in and it ends up adding to $8,000 or whatever. That's great. But I did the math here, and
Mama, what you doing?
I'll be done in just 1 second, okay? And the math is that, say, it's $8 to $10 a book or something, and I make a total of about $8,000. That means that like 1,000 kids have my book, which would be awesome and reasonable, I think, especially because it's such a niche. I'm not looking for a lot here. I just want it to be something thought-provoking because it is not a standard opinion. It is about zoos. So, kids and zoos kind of tend to go hand in hand, but it's just meant to be thought-provoking about what it really means for the animals to be in a zoo. So I wrote myself out around 6 months from now. I just dated it for Yule. It doesn't matter to me if it comes sooner or later, but a future date that this is the money that's going to come to me, paid at the order of my name for Catherine. That is my name. Smarty pants. I under the for line, I wrote the title of my book, so it was specific to this book. And then I signed it the universe, because how it comes to me doesn't need to be up to me. And I would show you that it's written out, but I don't know. I don't really want like all my numbers showing. It's filled out. Trust me.
Mama, I need to do potty.
Okay, run and go potty on the small potty, okay?
I don't want to do
Okay,
animal
and I'll help you in just a minute. So I just want to share, if there's something that you're thinking about doing, these are blue light blocker glasses, so there's like so much glare happening, so that's why I'm taking them off. It is the perfect time for us to stop playing it small and to stop living in this like perceived idea that ends up being this self-created reality. I am going to end this video, finish this stinking book that literally is already done and just not formatted, and put it out there, and then start this other bigger picture book. Yeah, and the other book that I hadn't finished, I'm not in a rush to finish it. It's just pleasure writing. It's not a great euphemism because it is a romance book, but that's just for fun for me, and I'm not really looking for that. To me, that doesn't have like a deep, meaningful message to put out into the world. It's just something for fun that I'm having fun doing. So I'm not like eager to finish that. I'm going to take more of my time with it. But I have an important book I'd like to write. I even have a cookbook I didn't finish. Girls got to get it together. But when you really think about what deep down is keeping us from, how do I want to put this? From playing on the largest possible scale that we're able to. A lot of times I think it will come down to self-doubt, what people think about us, which really is self-doubt too. The inability to give up control. How will this work? How will it come to me? It's not going to work. Whatever it is, this there is a peace in letting that go. Just start. Just have this action. And taking your hands off the wheel is liberating. Because I think then you just get to have fun with it and watch how it's played out. So this is my random video, and I really just wanted to share my check writing, which technically I didn't actually get to share because it didn't save on the video. So,
Mommy, why I put on my cat diaper?
yeah. Sat Nam, y'all. Send good vibes.